Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network. Excited to be joined by Seth Williams. Seth coming up from dugout talking to me a little bit. And Seth, an off day for you here today. Does it feel good to kind of rest a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. My mom left yesterday, and so I got to go to my host family's house and kind of connect with them and get in with them. So it was really cool to kind of be alone and see everything from a different perspective and watch the game today. These guys are some good dudes playing.
Yeah, so you're kind of a newer addition to this Plainsmen team, getting in a couple days ago. How have you been enjoying your time so far here? You know, it feels like everybody that comes in says that the whole group is really accepting. Have you kind of felt that coming into North Platte so far?
Oh, for sure, for sure. And this is one of the more unique places I've ever been. I've got to play baseball in a lot of places so far. I've been lucky and blessed to do that. So getting to meet all these guys from around the continent, really, and everything has been awesome. And like I said, it's been a really joy coming and playing with these guys. So,
as Griffin Myers, the leadoff man for the Plainsmen, he flies out to right to lead off this bottom of the seventh, and it's been a really defensive game so far. What have you been seeing from the dugout? It seems like kind of a pitcher's duel here between and your guy Robbie Spencer. He was magnificent here tonight. What have you seen? What have you seen from
Robbie?
This one?
Was great. He threw a great game, and then Bruff out in left field has had a great day. He's made some excellent plays out there, running and getting some balls. He's done well. So definitely a pitcher's duel. We could have hit the ball a little better. They could hit the ball a little better, but it's baseball. New day's a new day every day.
So what was the decision process for you to come to North Platte to play your summer ball?
Well, Coach JM kind of reached out to our assistant coach and was like, hey, man, looking for a middle infielder. What do y'all got? And he hit me up. We talked a little bit. It sounded like he had a really good squad, and I enjoyed what I heard. So I said, let's do the thing. And now I'm here. I'm really glad I've done it because so far out of the past couple days, I've really enjoyed being here. So
it's a 3-1 to Garcia. That one will miss outside, so it's a one-out walk. Garcia will head over to first. Base runner here with one gone as the Plainsmen trying to find some insurance here headed into these last couple innings against the Bison. And it's just a really big change from the game you guys had last night, kind of a high-scoring 113-6, and now things have totally flipped tonight. Just what have you seen?
I mean, it's like I said earlier, it's like baseball. You know, one day you come out, you get 17 hits yesterday like they did. You come out the next day and you got 5 hits. You know, and I think yesterday, though, we left some pitches middle, and they done what they should have done as good baseball players, and they took advantage of it. And today, Robbie, he went out and had command of the game pretty much the whole time, so he done a really good job out there doing that and kind of held him in check so far. 2-1 game, and we're still right there neck and neck.
It's a 1-0 here from Winter to Thompson. That'll miss upstairs. It's now 2 balls and no strikes here. 1 gone with Garcia on first. Wanted to talk about kind of your start in baseball. Has baseball been something you've just loved your entire life? You ended up playing at Rend Lake this last year. You'll be at Virginia Commonwealth next year. Just talk about your start in baseball and how you've gotten to where you are here today.
Sure. So I committed to the University of Louisville in 8th grade going into my freshman year. So whenever I was 15 years old, I was really young, and I never really talked to anybody after that, and I kind of stuck with that. And so my freshman year, I started at the University of Louisville, and I left there whenever I was 15, or I left there after the fall, and then I transferred to Northwest Florida State and played the spring there. And I really enjoyed that. I got to meet some really cool baseball players and some really, really good baseball players. And then after that year, some things happened, and some of my buddies left, some things held in check, and I went to Rend Lake, and I'd heard about the coach on Twitter. I forget where he coached in the summer, and I heard about him. He seemed like a really fun guy, a lot like JM. JM's a fun guy. He's a cool guy to be around. He enjoys it. Oh, got him. But I had left there, and then I went to Rend Lake after that, and I really enjoyed my past year there. And then next year, I wanted to weigh my options because I had committed to Louisville at an early age, hadn't really been through the recruiting process, and so I went through the recruiting process this time, wanted to make sure I had the right decision, and Coach Whitten at VCU, just great guy, great place, and so I'm really happy with the decision going there.
So you mentioned there, Garcia was caught trying to take second. It's now a full count here to Thompson. That one will miss outside, so it's a full count walk as Thompson will head to first. And talking about the stealing bases for you guys so far this year, has that been something that JM kind of told you right when you got here? Is that we're a team that likes to run?
The minute I walked in, I was walking down, we were getting ready to play, and he was like, hey, listen, dude, he said, we steal. He said, I want you going the first or second pitch. He said, get your lead off. You get picked off. It's all right. We're going the next one. Doesn't matter. That's his MO, and then he loves it. We're getting in scoring position, you know. We get a little bloop, we're scoring.
And it's something JM has talked about even here on post-game shows. He said he wants to lead the team, or lead the league in stolen bases by quite a margin, and so far he's well on his way. You guys are pretty far ahead of the rest of the competition so far this year.
It's pretty bad, too. And we love it. All the guys sit there and we talk about it. We want to steal them. Hey, man, when you get on there, get a second, we'll drive you in. We'll find a way. That's what a lot of these guys in the dugout, we want to do jobs. Every time we go up there, we want to do a job. We're looking to hit the fastball early, see the baseball, and do something with it. So that's a big emphasis, getting in scoring position.
It's now 3 balls and no strikes here from Mitchell Winter to top of the order with Jalen Ruffin, with Thompson standing at first. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. The 3-0 will miss inside. It's 2 straight walks here. Actually 3 straight walks after Garcia was caught stealing. So now runners on first and second here with Bryce Zimmerer stepping up. And just how have you enjoyed your teammates so far? I've heard that Zim is kind of a character.
Oh, boy.
And just how have you enjoyed your teammates so far?
Zimmy's a character for sure. I was getting ready to say, he's got one of the most unique batting stances I've seen, too. He's got that Rod Carew kind of look with the bat back and the hands back. I was just talking to him actually a couple innings ago about hand placement, palm up, palm down, about angles and, you know, how he hits. And it's really cool to be around these guys. Like I said, getting to play with guys from all around. You kind of pick up certain things through summer ball that you may not during the spring. So getting to see guys, hey, this works for me. Hey, this works for me. So then maybe you try it, and then it works for you. So it's just about feel things, finding things that work for you. And it's really cool. And Zimmy is a character. And then the guy who's pitching for us right now, he's a character too. He's funny. He's up in the dugout all the time. We've got a few of them down there. Definitely, we've got a few characters down there, and Zimmy's one of them.
And everybody I've talked to, it just seems like even with how short of a season it's been, and even for some of the new guys that have come in, you guys bond so quickly. Have you noticed that so far?
Oh, for sure, yeah. They're so accepting. Like you were saying, all the guys are kind of go together. We all like each other. They get together all the time. We're always talking in the group chats. We're looking for something to do. These guys really enjoy each other, and I don't think there's, I don't know, a vampire on the team, if you would say. I don't think we have that, and it's really cool, and it's fun to play. It's fun to play here, and it's fun to be a part of this team.
As Mitchell Winter had a meeting with their pitching coach, the entire infield came in. He will stay in the game. There is an arm up in the Gem City bullpen as Zimmerer steps up, who's 2 for 3 so far tonight with 2 singles. Tries to knock in another insurance run, standing at second base with Garrett Thompson as that first pitch will miss outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So if you're a hitter in this situation, you know, take us through kind of what your approach would be coming up in a big spot here, trying to get some insurance headed in the last couple innings.
Well, as far as this guy's thrown, he's not really the hardest guy, so he's not going to blow it by me. I'm going to sit fastball mainly. I'm going to see changeup low and away, let that go. And now Zimmy's in a 2-0 count, so I'm going to stay on the fastball right here, and I'm going to hunt that. And I'm going to try to get Garrett out there at second in. Garrett's got some wheels, and Ruff at first has got some wheels, so I wouldn't be too surprised if they try a double steal if he gets a couple strikes on him or a strike right here.
As they do find the first strike of the at-bat, it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. Servine stands on deck, who also 2 for 3. Zimmerer and Servine so far tonight are a combined 4 for 6. All of them singles. The top of the order has been doing some damage, and they've been consistent for you guys so far all year.
Zim is definitely a very consistent hitter, and so is Giancarlo. That man is a very, very talented player. And that's another one that you can pick some things off of, too. Just talking to him out in the field before BP, just hanging around him. He's really got that baseball knack about him, too.
So it's now 3 balls, 1 strike here from Mitchell Winter to Zimmerer, with runners on first and second. Still 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. So here's the 3-1. That one will miss upstairs. It's another walk, and the bases are now loaded for Giancarlo Servine here in the bottom of the 7th. And this looks a little similar as yesterday. He had a moment where he had the bases loaded. Love to see him do that again here, right here.
Sure. He's going to get a new arm right here, though. They're going to the pen.
Yep, they'll go to the bullpen, so we will step aside. This has been Seth Williams here, stopping by here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll get you a look at the new pitcher when we come back as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen Baseball, the Plainsmen Radio Network.